Welcome to another Let's Try It. This time around, we're going to talk about CBD oil and my experience with it, and just really, I guess I want to talk about some misconceptions that people may have. I know you guys, you view these videos because you're like, should I buy this or not? I'm not sure what I'm getting into. And my whole goal today is to tell you about my experience and what this actually is, what it does, my personal experience with it, and why I would recommend it, right? So that's my whole goal for you guys today. So the first thing I want to talk about is CBD oil and what it is. So CBD is a hemp oil extract. It is where they take the wheat, like the cannabis plant or the hemp plant, and they basically just take CBD out of it and put it in here, right? So you can take all the benefits of it. Contrary to popular belief, this is not, it doesn't have, this has THC in it, but I think it's like 130. It's like non-noticeable. You wouldn't even get affected by it. So essentially, this right here is not going to get you high. It's not like marijuana. It comes from the same plant, but it's not going to get you stoned, right? Because it's not using THC. It's using CBD instead. So don't go into buying this thinking, if I've never smoked, but I want to feel the feeling. This isn't going to give you the same feeling as actually smoking weed. So just be aware of that. It's not like an alternative. Although it does give you some other feelings and benefits that I feel are just as good. People, they do medical marijuana all the time. This has its own medical benefits, in my opinion. I've talked to people who have told me, I didn't really get anything out of it. And I think that they may have been using it for the wrong reasons. So I'm going to go over why I initially purchased it and what kind of led me to it, and also things that I wasn't expecting that happened when I actually got it. So I initially bought it because I was under a lot of pressure at work, had a lot of stress, and I just have a really stressful job, and just other stresses in my life were causing a lot of anxiety, and I would get a lot of pressure on my chest, almost to where I felt like someone was almost sitting on my chest, and I couldn't catch my breath a lot of times, and man, it was just really overwhelming. And I remember just getting on the internet and just like, what do I do? What are some things that I can do? And I came across CBD oil, and I started researching it and kind of doing what I do so that I can provide, basically doing what you guys are doing right now by watching me, right? So I started looking into it, and I wanted to know more about it. So I started reading up on it, and one of the benefits was, hey, if you take CBD oil, it'll help you with your anxiety. So I was like, cool, what do I got to lose? I buy it and it doesn't work. I'm out a few bucks, but this is why I do these videos anyways, because I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to see someone else's experience before they do it, because it gives you a little bit of confidence going into it. That being said, I did my research. I wanted to kind of find, the brand that fit me, and I came up with Charlotte's Web. It's actually a pretty popular brand. If you're browsing the internet and you search CBD, this is probably going to be one of the more popular brands. This was the first bottle that I purchased. I actually have another bottle over here. I'm going to go over here in a second. But I bought this for about $39, plus tax and shipping and all that fun stuff. So it was like $50. And it took like a week and a half to get to me in the mail. And I just remember being really excited to try it, because I was at that point, I was just getting anxiety every day. It was really bad. It was really eating me alive. And I remember I took this for like a couple days, like a day or two, and then I actually started feeling the effects. When I would have my anxiety bouts where I would think what do I have to worry about, right? It's going to be a tough day at work tomorrow, or I've got so much going on, or me and my girlfriend are arguing, or whatever the case, whatever was giving me anxiety. I would still think about the problems that I had to face, but I wouldn't get that pressure, and I wouldn't get that chest pressure. And it helped me really concentrate on the task at hand. So it didn't really change my mindset. I still was thinking damn, I'm gonna have a busy day tomorrow. But I didn't have the bodily side effects. I didn't have that chest pressure, and I didn't have the shortness of breath. And I I really just was able to control what was happening. So it doesn't make you forget like your problems or anything. I knew that I was going to have trouble with stuff, but I could plan better and I could prepare better for it. So I thought that was a really good benefit. Another benefit that I was actually not expecting was normally I have sleeping issues. Like I have a hard time going to bed sometimes. But you know, since I started taking this, like I could go lay down and really concentrate on going to sleep, and I was out, man. I would knock out real fast. So it was just a really unexpected benefit that I loved about it. This bottle right here is pretty small. I would say if you're new and you want to give it a try just to see how it affects you, this is the way to go. It's $39.99, like I said. It's from cwhemp.com. And essentially it comes with this dropper. You basically unscrew it, you fill up the dropper, and then you pop it under your tongue. I got mint chocolate. I think it tastes minty. It definitely doesn't taste chocolatey. So don't go into it thinking you're going to get that. I think they try to throw a little chocolate kind of taste on it, but it doesn't work. I got this first, and since it worked really good on me, I know it's worth the investment. I picked up their $100 box. So to give you kind of a overview, that's how big we're talking. This thing's like 3.5 times the size of this. I haven't opened this yet. This actually just came in the mail. So we're gonna open it together and kind of see what we're dealing with, and then I'll actually take a drop or two just to kind of show you guys what you do. Days where I'm feeling extra, anxious, or I feel like I'm just under a lot of like pressure, I come home and I'll take 2 drops, maybe a drop or 2, and then I'm good, So it has this really weird thing on the box. I'm gonna try to open it as gently as possible, but it's probably gonna tear. So I'm not trying to be neat here. I'm just trying to get it done right. Pop it open, boom. This is a huge bottle. Oh my god. This thing's like a little mini beer bottle or something. It's come wrapped in plastic. This is very similar to the first one I got. So they all come in this like plastic wrapping. So I am gonna tear at this thing until I can get into it. I don't know why they have to do this with it, but whatever. I'll get in. I'm resourceful. But this thing's gonna last me a lot longer than the other one, and that's actually what I'm really excited about. This one was $100, which I think is totally worth it. You could, you can get only 2 of those little small ones for the price of this. This is like 3.5 of them. So I got that. Let me just toss these here. My makeshift garbage can. And much like the other one, this one just comes with a big drop. This dropper is huge. Oh my god, look at all that goodness. Let me kind of squeeze it out though. So this is the biggest dropper I've ever seen in my life. This thing's like 5 feet long, or 5 inches long. So here we go. So I'm gonna take a dropper. That's about the size of a normal dropper, and we're gonna take this. I can really taste the plant. They must have done something to their formula too, because this tastes totally different from the other mint chocolate. I think they may have turned it around. It's like I literally bit into weed, but they put mint on it. So it's not the greatest taste, but I don't think of it for the taste. I think of it for the benefit. And I'm about to be feeling pretty chill. I mean, I'm no worries, right? And that's the whole reason I got this. So all in all, if you plan on doing it and you're still a little wary even after watching this video, don't be afraid. If you're suffering from some really bad anxiety, like I know what you're going through because I've been there, and you feel just overwhelmed, and this stuff really takes the edge off. And I know some people say, oh, I didn't feel anything, but it's like you may not even be experiencing anxiety on the level where you can feel it on your chest. And I feel like if that's where you're at, this is the way to go. Okay, I'm gonna drop a link down here. I don't do any of my videos as a sponsor or anything. I don't get money from these companies, although one day I would like to, or some credit or something, but I'm not big enough on the video in the video market for that yet. So I do these things for you guys, and I want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to see what you're getting into. And I do my how-to videos because I'm just trying to help people out. You know, I don't go into this looking for money, and I don't think I ever will. I may monetize one day, but I mean, it's not a big deal to me. I enjoy what I do, and I'm not hurting for cash. As you can tell, I buy all sorts of crazy stuff. So I'll leave a link to the Charlotte's Web company down in my here in the description, and you guys can check them out. This is the 7 milligrams. They have higher doses. This is the extra strength, but I mean, they have like ones where it's like double the strength of this. So if you're suffering, even like if this doesn't do it for you the first time, but you feel a slight effect, you may have to pay a little bit more for the upper end stuff. But like I said, I get by with 7 milligrams. I mean, it does the trick for me, so maybe it'll do the trick for you. With that being said, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and tell all your friends, and leave a comment. Let me know if you guys have had other brands that you've tried, or if you have any questions that maybe I didn't answer, throw it in the comments. I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. You know, I do manage multiple YouTube accounts, so but I hop back and forth. This is one of my top 2, so definitely let me know if you guys have any questions, or if you guys have any suggestions for other brands or things you want me to try, so that you guys can see what you actually get and then feel more confident when you actually purchase it. Until then, you guys have a great day or night or morning or wherever you're at, and come back real soon, okay?